you do realize United have had a much better season than Arsenal. Do you agree with that, Igal? Do you think Man United have had a better season than Arsenal?
You've had a more successful season, but we've had a better season in the league.
Isn't that just the same thing, but just worded differently? How can you have a more successful season?
They've had a more successful season in the sense that they won a trophy. We've had a better season based on our performances.
But if you're talking about success, they've exceeded their expectations as well.
I think we all agree here. I think we all agree here that
they've won a trophy and they're finishing the Champions League places. I see Man United having a better season than you have.
Am I speaking a different language, guys? Do you want me to speak in Somali? What is this? Let me say it again. Manchester United have had a more successful season. If you want to say who's had a better season, you could say it that way. Then, if you want to say who's been better overall throughout the season, I think Arsenal have been better because we've been better in the league.
But if you're doing semantics right here now, Gal.
Hey, any question can be answered.
Just say it as it is. United have had a better successful.
I'm going to say this.
All the words in the whole vocabulary.
I love what you just said. Any question could be answered in any way. Did you just say that?
But the reality is this is the way I'm answering it. I'm saying Manchester United have been more successful in the sense that you're going to remember the silverware, and I do respect that, and I'm not one of these people belittling that. But in the same breath, let's be honest. Who do you believe will go on to have a better season? I think we've been better. And we're going to go on to have a better season.
Can I ask you a question? What's the difference between success and better in your opinion? I'm trying to understand your logic. Like, what's the difference between better and successful? Because you're better than Tottenham as a football club because you're more successful than them, right? So why is better and successful changing in an individual season versus the overall achievements of clubs? Like, from your perspective, why is it different?
Okay, let me ask you this. So
no. I'm
gonna explain it.
Okay, don't ask me a question then, and I'll answer it. Explain it.
I'm gonna answer it. Say, for example, Sevilla wins a cup in La Liga, right? But Real Madrid don't go and win anything. Who's better that season? We know Real Madrid's better, but Sevilla have
okay. So no one's asked the question who the better football team is. They're asking who's had the better season.
Depends what you.
That's the question. The question isn't who plays the best football, who has the best tactics, who had the best. It's who's had the best season. So based on what the question, I'm only going by the super chat. Based on the question asked, who had the best season? What's your answer, Igal?
Manchester United because they won silverware, but Arsenal are the better team. That's what I was basically saying.
Okay, and again, that's not semantics. That's a different answer. So you answer the question directly, as opposed to there we go. I get where you're coming from. Do you think Henry will forgive the Arsenal for giving his number and that big contract to that bum Eddie Nketiah? I'm sure.
Number, so I don't think he gives a shit.
Henry's enjoying his best life right now, so I'm sure he's absolutely fine. Played the best football since the Invincibles, wore a Premier League trophy that people are going to remember. Terry, they are officially sentimental FC. Is what Blake says here. Agent Jorginho, best football Igal seen since the Invincibles and still no trophy. Love to see it. Embarrassment, haven't won the league in 2 decades, is what Dan Walters says. C's come back again here and said Arsenal football has looked amazing. And what were the fruits of our labor? Nothing. What a rebuild. At least Chelsea got a Champions League flaming out of Europe. I'll take that over winning nothing and playing beautifully.
I hate this narrative, Terry. What is this? Is football done at the end of the season and then you never play again? Like, people are acting as if this team is could not go on and win things. Like, you're just making it seem like this is the end of the story.
Or you could flop.
Yeah, but people said that about Liverpool when you lost the Champions League the first time. They said this Liverpool's done. They have to get rid of Klopp. What do you end up going on to do?
No, I swear to God, no one said that.
Well,
no one said get rid of Klopp after the Champions League final.
I distinctly remember.
Guarantee you, no one said that.
And they were questioning Klopp after you lost the final. Terry, do you remember this?
No, people questioned because I was watching Terry at that time. Terry was questioning.
I questioned him.
After the.
I questioned him.
No, but you.
What are you
No, but
talking
Terry,
about?
you
I don't have a
you
problem
questioned-
questioning the
no,
team.
hang on.
I just have a problem with the narrative. This is
Everybody
what it is.
questioned Klopp
Maybe
during
it's
the
dead
middle
banter.
of the
I'm gonna stop falling
season
for it. You
before
guys
we
do
signed
dead
Van
banter.
Dijk, when we were leaking in goals left, right, and center. Most notably the Tottenham game. People were saying that Klopp needs to do something, otherwise they're going to be serious questions. I remember that. But I definitely remember no one saying Klopp should get to the Champions, should get sacked after losing the final against Real Madrid in the Champions League.
There were. Terry,
no one said that.
No, but Igal, in
There
every
were.
fan base, there are people that are like that. People were saying Arteta should be sacked today.
Bro, people are saying Arteta should be sacked 10 points clear if he was.
So what's your point? So my point is that fans make stupid comments. So like taking it as you're taking that argument to try and beat Ram's point when there's also the same argument that can be made for Arteta. In fact, again, this is a topic for a different show. But next season, Arteta, because of how little he's been a manager, he's not even a top 4 Prem manager. And we'll get into that. We'll have a debate later.
And David, that's not even the point. Like,
he doesn't even have enough backing right now. Klopp had at least a history of I've won trophies before and this, that, and the other. Arteta don't have that.
What has Arteta done?
He's done
Arteta
nothing.
hasn't done anything in his career so far. Klopp has got the Borussia Dortmund tax, or people call it tax. People said he's done stuff at Borussia Dortmund. He deserves the time that he's got to see what he's all about. And we saw what happened. Arteta hasn't done anything in his career. Not to have a go at him because he's still a relatively young manager. But let's keep it real, man. Let's keep it real.
What did Zidane do before he came to Real Madrid? Like, what? This is what it is. Every time.
What did he do in his first couple of seasons, bro? He won the Champions League.
What did he do in his first 4 seasons as manager, Zidane?
Bro, he had a ridiculous team, obviously.
No, that isn't the question.
But my point still stands.
No, your point don't stand. Please answer questions directly, Igal. What did he do in his first 4 seasons as a manager? You've muted yourself now. I can't hear you.
Do you know what Ten Hag did in his first 4 seasons, Terry?
That isn't my question. Stop answering questions with questions. What you brought Zidane into it, so answer the question. What did he do in his first 4 seasons?
I think he won the Champions League and League. Did he?
He won the Champions League in his first season, and the Champions
League.
He won
La Liga and Champions League.
Harry, you said don't ask with a question, so I asked with a question just to piss you off.
Yeah, I know you did. You think you're clever. This here says it's an embarrassment. I've tried to try and get through these super chats. I've still got loads left, gents, and I want to get some more opinions from you all, boys. I'm really sorry. I know it takes some time, but I have to respect my viewers. They're the most important part of the terrace. It says here it's an embarrassment because we put too much pressure on ourselves with this bigger fish to fry mentality. We were out too early in other comps. Get real, Igal. We went out sad. Pressure got to us. This year says, will Arsenal fans have the same expectations out of their manager and players as Man City next season? But they've got a demand to win the league next year. They have to. And not winning it doesn't mean you sack the manager. You have to contextualize it. But that has to be the standard for Arsenal now. Challenge for the Prem.
I think I have a hot take. We have no right after our first 6 years of not being in the Champions League to be saying we have to win the Champions League next year. Like
I didn't say Champions League. I said league.
No, because to expect to have the same agenda as City expect to be competing to win the Champions League. I don't think anyone's saying with their right mind Arsenal is going to be in the Champions League for the first time in 6 years and expecting to win it.
I mean,
that might be a little right
because you never won it in your entire club's inception.
I agree with that. Obviously, that's a fact. Can I dispute that? No,
definitely not. Woof woof is what African Giant says. You guys have got a dog like Blue Peter. You know, if you guys aren't too young as I remember Blue Peter.
Terry, Arsenal signed a dog.
I know. Woof woof. I know, literally. Talk about all 3 promoted teams staying up. I mean, we don't cover teams outside the traditional top 6, as it were. But yeah, listen, big praise to all of them. Great seasons. I think this is what's funny about predictions. That means everybody's relegation predictions are wrong because everybody would have predicted at least one of the promoted teams to go down. So that basically means everyone in England, top 4 predictions and relegation predictions are wrong because no one put Arsenal and Man United in the top 4, not least of all together, and no one predicted. So literally the whole world predictions are wrong this season. That's a madness of a year, to be honest with you. Ten Hag had a better season, 4th and 2 finals. Look, I agree. Listen, you know I've praised Arsenal this year, but the reason why I back Man United's season, it isn't even the finals and the trophies and coming 4th. It's our trajectory and what I think we'll do in the summer and the level I think we'll go to next year. If this was a kind of we won something, but I wasn't happy with the direction we're going in, I wouldn't say it because I think part of Arsenal's season that's very good is that you're now in a position to compete. as long as you spend this summer. But yeah, look, of course I'm going to back my team on this. I'm a United fan. Waffle is a hell of a drug, is what Emmanuel says here. Igawa is an emotional politician. You should definitely become a lawyer. You should retrain, go back to school and be a lawyer. Arsenal are Colin Jackson FC. When the expectations are there, they bottle it. Elite sport is about if you can perform under pressure. They won the Olympics, Colin Jackson, but the world record holder, I think he was. Anyway, Arsenal have bottled their Leicester season.
That's BS. Come on, bad agendas.
Commit any crime and hire Igao as your lawyer. Most importantly, say your name is Arteta, and I guarantee you are not going to jail. He's the most defender lawyer. Listen, you have Igao as your lawyer, and as his co-counsel, you have Ty, and you'll be fine, bruv. Literally, you ain't going nowhere, G. You're going nowhere. Arsenal's only last punch would be to not let City win it on the pitch and force Chelsea to give them a guard of honor. Well played. Yeah, maybe that was the play all along to get one last one up on them. Congratulations, Arsenal, official 2023 Premier League challengers. A little bit of banter there. Barca win the Liga and Man City win the Prem. Coincidence? Are you saying corruption FC both sides? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're alluding to? I don't know what you're alluding to there, Debs. This year says CFC 6. Chelsea agents. Czech, Willian, Jorginho, David. Mission complete. Terry and London are still blue. I'm not blue. I'm red. Well, tonight I'm drinking something that's yellow. It's a beautiful sunny day. I'm not going to lie. I was driving around in my convertible today. I bought a new car. Oh, my days. Honestly, I don't know why I bought one. I think I'm having a midlife crisis. After thinking I was dying, I'm like, I'm going to go and treat myself. But I got a good deal. I got a good, very, very good deal. It's actually cheaper than the car that I had before. And it's better.
It's not one of them hairdresser cars, is it, Terry?
No, mate, it's an M4.
Oh, yeah.
That's so comfortable.
He's going to say Audi TT or something.
No, it's not a TT or a convertible KA or it's an M4. It's an M4. It's nice. It's nice. Little 3 litre thing. Igal, some players are going from City at the end of the season. Do you see them dropping or getting better players in? Getting better with Pep? Is the Premier League going to get harder? Do you see City getting even better next year, Igal?
I'm just playing the probability. What's the chance of somebody doing the first 4-peat? Pretty low.
Man United will stop them. I hope. After 2014 title charge and Arteta now, who looks like the better manager between Rodgers and Arteta? Arteta's signings have usually been flops.
Arteta already won a trophy with Arsenal, unlike Rodgers.
Rodgers won the FA Cup as well.
Rodgers won the FA Cup.
I'm tripping.
Leicester.
Yes, you are.
No, not with Leicester though. I'm not counting with Leicester.
Yeah, he did win the FA Cup with Leicester.
Did it with Leicester.
I'm talking about with Liverpool.
He didn't win it with Liverpool.
I know he didn't win it with Liverpool, but wouldn't you say
that's what I
winning
meant though?
Okay, but yeah, but wouldn't you say
I
winning?
thought you guys were saying he won the FA Cup with Liverpool.
But wouldn't you say winning it with Leicester is a bigger achievement than winning it with Liverpool?
No. But we're judging it based off that time period.
No, he isn't. He's just saying like one better manager than the other.
You're changing the goalpost now. It's okay.
No, I'm not. I'm just interpreting what Will said. I guarantee you Will agrees with me. I know my audience.
What I meant was at his time at Liverpool, he didn't win anything. Mikel Arteta already started off his career at Arsenal by winning something. Which was
what a trophy. Arteta better than Rodgers. Yay.
This here says the arse in Arsenal symbolizes a gal clown with laughter. That'd be nasty. A gal's lovely.
Harsh.
Igal, have you considered a career in politics?
No, my friend.
He hasn't. You should.